G'day fellas, how you going here today? We got something from Edge. Psycho Killer Imperial Red Lager. Made with Lager Project? Or is it their Lager Project? Rich Toffee Hoppy. Got me in. 6.7, that got me in as well. And that got me in, the little story on the back. Backed by popular demand, a notorious international gold medal winning red lager is back. Cheers. Looking forward to this. I went for a few beers that wasn't many left on the shelf. I thought, oh, someone's drinking them, they must be pretty good. This one there wasn't many left, but I sort of came to the conclusion that this one was selling big because of the little teddy bear. You're kidding. And then it's the Psycho Killer. That got me in. Cheers, guys. Lovely head. Creamy. Imperial Red Lager. Get your head around that. These are the lagers I've been talking about. Amped up, but not ridiculous because it's a lager. It's not knocking you silly with too much hops or malt, even though there's plenty of flavour. Lovely head, big thick head on it. Lovely. Well done, guys. No wonder won a gold medal. You're kidding. Gorgeous. Bitterness has been kept relatively low, allowing the biscuity and coffee malt characters to prevail. I'm salivating. While the lager yeast provides a crisp finish to the rich body. A mix of Aussie and New Zealand hops give a gentle fruit and spice aroma. Yeah, I got a bit of spice. Rich and smooth, yet very lethal. Solely here due to the overwhelming demand, the Psycho Killer is here to get you. You're kidding. Psycho Killer. That's my favourite song of all time. Talking Heads. One of my favourites. I've got plenty of favourites. You're kidding. You get sick of listening to them. You know what I mean? Be your favourite for a few weeks and then you like something else. Funny like that. But some albums are like timeless, like you play the whole album and the tracks all sort of blend into each other and it all makes sense. And the whole package is a great sound. Like I'd say that with albums like some of the Supertramp albums. Hotel California, that whole album's good. People like, well, back in the day, Billy Joel would do a pretty good album. Like, it wasn't just one song. Well, there'd be a few songs on there pretty good. Bob Seger. They'd have lots of good songs on an album. I think that's a good thing. It's like a journey. You put on a record, you don't want to be playing singles all night. In the old days, we didn't have the modern things, you know. When I was in the 60s, I remember Mum and Dad's record player. Yeah, they'd buy an album. They had a good one in one way. They could put like an album on and four stack up, like another four at the top or something, and then one had finished, but only one side, which was actually good. You played the best side of all the album, and then drop down and play the next half of record and then drop down, play another half of record. Yeah, they were listening to things like Johnny Cash, Moody Blues. Oh, they had some all different, Blood, Sweat and Tears. And then some other stuff like Donna Summer, Isaac Hayes, and, all that sort of different music from the 60s. It was good. Good growing up in the 60s, I reckon. Oh well, not a bad beer. I'd get onto it if you see it, guys. Really different. I've talked about it a few times. I've had these really spiced up lagers and I've really enjoyed them. This one's 6.7. I think the last spiced up one I had was about 5.9. I loved it. This is like a bit over the top Imperial. Wow, you're sneaking ahead of yourself with the Imperial. And, well, 6.7, I don't call Imperial. For me, it's more like 8, 9%, 10. 10's a good Imperial. But this tastes quite strong as well. You got a bit of alcohol. Well, it's pretty good. Like it. Alright guys, there's a real different lager. Hard to get your head around, it's a lager. It's more of a psycho killer than anything. It's just killed my psyche. My psyche's just changed. The dogs are barking, they can feel it. There's a changing in the air. You're kidding. The psycho killer, beware. Cheers.